getting a lot of notifications right now. It's a lot of
Yeah,
rumors going off
yeah.
on the trade deadline. So let's go ahead and address some of these rumors. Where you want to start off first?
Um, let's start with DeJounte.
Okay.
So to me, DeJounte, I think he is a very big fish in this year's trade deadline because you know we thought it would be a little bit better, putting him side by side with Trey Young to be able to kind of give them a bigger body next to him, but you know it just it just didn't seem to mesh.
Hmm.
But DeJounte, he still can hoop. DeJounte still is, an ideal player for a lot of these, contending teams and those teams with aspirations. So seeing him in a Lakers jersey would be scary, especially, kind of creeping up on, the tail end of this season where I think he would be able to help and allow them to make a push if he were so to get traded. Um, you see Chris Paul in that Raptors jersey, and I think,
Oh,
he just
don't go
he.
by the graphic.
I know, I
Don't
know.
go. Yeah, but that's nasty. Um, Speaking of DeJounte, like I said, my team has been linked up to him, but like I said, their asking price for him is getting to the point where I really don't think that they really want to trade him. And now I think on the simple fact that I've heard that it's only between that gave them real offers, it's only been the Lakers and the Jazz. So at this point, does it make sense for the Hawks to just keep him and trade him in the off season, or what? Because like trading him just to trade him, I've never been a
Yeah,
fan. I've never been
yeah,
a
of
fan of
course.
that. Like, and I'm not even speaking it from my team aspect. I'm looking at it from my team aspect as well. Y'all asking for too much. I'm not just making the trade just to make a trade at this point. When also my team has more assets available to them in the offseason to go for a bigger fish.
Right,
Like so,
100%. And so this like it just kind of depends on, how you feel, things will set up. If you want to go ahead and shoot for something and allow it, like you said, things will open up in the off season and kind of just wash your hands to see how it goes this year. Um, and sometimes, those high prices start to come down the more
oh,
negotiations happen.
they
So,
definitely come down by the deadline. They always aim high, and then reality sets in once they realize that we was asking for too much. Like the Nets have
right.
turned down two first round picks for Dorian Finney-Smith. Listen, I'm from Portsmouth. Dorian Finney-Smith from Portsmouth. I know for a fact that two first round picks is way too much for him. Like if they offered
Exactly.
you two first
You
round picks for Dorian,
if somebody called me with two first round picks, I don't care if they pick 22 and pick 28. Yeah, hey
yeah,
Dorian,
yeah, we
go
need
ahead,
that.
go ahead, clean your lockout, sir. Bring your
I
iPad.
see. I seen a report that DeMar DeRozan won't be moved, and the Bulls have just botched this entire thing. Um,
Yeah,
when it came to honest,
Zach Levine heard he was going to Detroit and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna get surgery, dog.
yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this little clean up, man."
Because DeMar DeRozan, I get what they was doing. They had DeMar DeRozan, they had Zach Levine. They was trying to
Yeah,
go for it I guess not a market, but a place where free agent wasn't just openly coming. I get it. Hey, kudos
right.
to that franchise. But then whatever was offered for DeMar DeRozan, take it. Whatever was offered for Zach Levine, you should have took it. Like I said, sometimes when you end up
Who
getting
had the best offer, man? Who had the best
like
offer? I like it.
so
All right, cool. Let's go.
so
Let's get it.
I'm not understanding. The same thing. I'm gonna say the same thing about Kyle Kuzma that I said about DeJounte. Hey, you got an asking price for him. No, I'm gonna rewind. You tried to do some things in the offseason. You tried to be competitive. You went and got
Right.
Jordan Poole. You know, pair him up with Kuzma. You thought you had at least a competitive squad, at least be entertaining. That ain't it. It's definitely time to blow it up. I get it.
Oh
But if
yeah.
the if the package pause, if the offers, let me just say that, if the offers are not what you're willing to take, what are you getting rid of Kuzma for then?
Yeah, because like you said, to just trade them just to trade them, like what's the point?
Yeah.
All right, come to work, dog. Come on, clock in. But
Um,
go ahead.
Clay's on the block. Well, Clay's not on the block. Clay should be on the block, but I understand why he's not on the block because, like I said, I'm loyal. I value loyalty. the franchise is definitely going with loyalty at this point. They definitely made a mistake. Not necessarily made a mistake. They made a choice to stay loyal or not. So at this
Right.
point,
And to me,
you made your bed.
to me, once you made a decision, after that last championship that they won, that shocked everybody, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
Once you won that, hey, you kind of just got to go ahead and just roll with this thing until the end of it. Because to me, trading Clay now, I understand. Like unless Steph Curry, like, and I know there was reports that came out that said Steph is, it's up to Steph if they want to, trade stuff like that. But
Yeah.
to be quite honest, unless Steph says trade Clay, hey, just roll with it. Because again, like Steph has his ring, Steph does this. He is, the face of that franchise, and quite honestly, the best player in that franchise's history. So if he wants to be loyal to his guys, then hey, as a franchise, you got to do that as well. And to
Loyalty,
me,
yeah.
you don't want to risk angering Steph if he's not if he wants to keep Clay.
Yes.
Because now I believe Steph is self-aware enough that he knows, hey, with this iteration of guys that we got, adding certain pieces is still not going to get us a title at this point in time with what other teams have. So just roll with it, and then as maybe if contracts end and stuff like that, you can see where you at or whatever the case may be. Or if Clay comes out and says, "Hey, trade me,"
Mm-hmm.
and that gives you your out, then cool. But now at this point in time, dog, you got to roll with what you got.
But I think the problem wasn't even with Clay. I think the problem was what they gave Draymond.
Oh, of course, the problem.
I think they gave Draymond a contract that nobody else in the world was gonna give him. So I feel that also kind of
Well,
made him
well,
untradeable.
but that's the thing. We've always said Draymond is more valuable to the Warriors than to anybody else. So they paid him like he was valuable to the Warriors, and that goes back to the loyalty thing. They were loyal to Draymond. They paid him his value to the Warriors, not his value to the across the league. Because if I believe if they paid his value across the league, I don't think it would have been as high.
And they would have been. I think they would have been in more better position to be able to move him and Clay if they needed to. Um. Uh. Chris Paul. Okay, if he gets moved, I'll be surprised again based off his contract. I mean, somebody may take it on because, like I said, it's expiring. People love taking big expiring contracts at this moment. Buddy Hill's on here. Uh, the Sixers have been trying. They've been linked up to get Sixers been linked up to two guards, Buddy Hield, Bodan Bogdanovic, Andre Drummond, um, based off of Embiid's injury. Now, if you were the Sixers, would you? I think we heard about what he's coming back. He should be back way back before playoffs, right?
Yeah, I believe they said like a 4-week timeline. So a month.
Okay, okay, cool. If you were the Sixers, would you make a go for it move, or would you just sit on your hands and wait for the off season?
So that's where things get tough because to me, in a month, with them being in the fifth seed, I don't know how far they would drop without Joel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If if they're comfortable with Maxey, Harris, and some of those guys that they have without Embiid to at least keep it afloat, for the time frame that he's going to be gone. But to me, I do feel like you got to make a move.
All right. So you said if they can stay afloat. All right. So you don't have the Pistons doing anything, right?
No, absolutely not.
You don't have the Wizards doing anything, right?
No. Hey,
You don't have
you ain't even got to start with that.
but
Okay.
hold on. I
Okay.
know, but I'm just saying. You got the Hornets not doing anything, right?
Nope.
You got the Raptors not doing anything, right?
Nope.
It looks like the Nets are going to be sellers, so they already at the 11th seed right now. Do you have them doing anything, right?
No.
Hawks at the 10th seed right now. They got their roster and still can't do anything. And then the Giants on the block. You see them doing anything?
But
Mm-hmm.
here's
I'm
my
listening.
thing. If it comes depending on what happens with Joel, and then if they drop it now, they're a play-in team. Anything can happen, especially if he's not 100%. And we've seen the Hawks be a playing team and take somebody out before.
All right. So the teams that's behind them right now, the Pacers, Magic, Heat, Bulls, Bulls.
Right.
I'm not once again, and I'm good. I might sound like a broken record. If the deal don't seem in my favor,
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not saying. I'm
I'm
not
not
saying.
doing
Well,
it.
again, this goes back to making a trade just to make a trade.
That's why
To
I'm not
me,
doing that.
right. But if I think you have to kind of be a little bit aggressive because we've also talked about this window. You know
The
what I'm saying?
windows,
Just like last year, right?
okay. I'm listening.
But that's what I'm saying because we said this shit last year and was like, "Hey, y'all got to do it." Joel's already he about to be 30, dog. Like you, like he's not going to be the regular 30. He gonna be big man 30. Big man 30 is like NFL running back 30, damn near.
Well, what's the move that's going to help this team to keep him afloat till he gets back?
So one of those moves that they had because of the teams that you named,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's going to be, a go for it move like, oh, like you getting, a star piece, but maybe it gives you elevated scoring to, give you half of what Joel was giving you. And then it allows Maxi to kind of flourish a little bit more. And maybe he can kind of learn to, you know, take that driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
But with those teams behind them that you named, is it possible? Because it's not like, you got, you know, some of the juggernauts behind them. So what I'm saying is one of those moves could help you to just be average. And it looks like if you're just average, you can stay above those teams. But
I
if you
know.
don't, will you be average?
I know a move that I don't think they've been linked to that could help them stay afloat and can help them once he gets back. Going to
What?
get Miles Bridges.
Yeah.
You're going to get
Yeah.
Miles Bridges. You're going to take a PR hit based off his off the field incident. But I mean, if you can withstand the negative attention that's going to bring with that, then you can be good. And all season they're going to have the cap space to pay Maxi. They're going to have the cap space to also pay Miles Bridges. Now Miles Bridges, I believe he messed up his max money, so I'm not sure that he's going to be asking for a max contract. But I
You
believe if
believe?
you,
No, he ain't. He
I know,
will not. He will not.
but it's also going to be different. Not to say they get him in the building. I think they're going to have his bird rights. They can offer him more than anybody else. I think that's a move based off their current roster right now that they can ship off some pieces and some draft picks to go get Miles Bridges, and that can help. He can play alongside with Maxi, and then when Embiid come back, this fits.
Yeah, because then that
This,
gives him a lot of size and adds some athleticism to him as well. And as you see the jersey he was in, he's been linked to us as well. But I think Miles Bridges definitely would be a move, and I don't think you have to give up a whole lot for him.
and
And I don't think it, like I said, you have to blow up a lot of your core roster. And like you said, it allows, Maxi to, still be free, gives you some size in the absence of Joel. And another player that we've been linked to, but that just came up before is Andre Drummond as well, to kind of give you that big body presence. And,
yeah,
that's not a move where it's just like, oh, they got Andre Drummond, he's gonna, send them to the championship. But it gives you a post presence. It gives you somebody, to fight on the boards, clean the blocks. And like, again, if you like, that's a move that you make to pair with someone. That's just
yeah.
not a singular move that you just feel like, okay, it's gonna be sufficient. That's a move that you pair with someone. And again, you pair him with Miles Bridges. You got size, athleticism, and when Joel comes back, you got another, big body that can be out there that takes some of that, in the paint pressure off of Joel, and he don't have to play as many minutes as he's coming back.
Yeah, it's gonna be like I said. I mean, some of these rumors and some of these things, like Andrew Wiggins is linked up to the Mavericks, and Grant Williams is on the block as well. Bobby Portis type of moves, and a lot of people want to make moves. Like I said, I don't understand how Miles Bridges was linked with y'all because I don't even know the assets y'all had to give up to go get him. Um, but I mean, I think that shows that it shouldn't cost a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
nah, we was just gonna offer some second rounders.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and how many do
Or
y'all
maybe
have? Because
Nasir Little,
you feel what I'm saying, like stuff like
maybe
that.
Grayson Allen.
Now it's team. Now that's see, yeah, we can talk off camera about
Yeah,